to Pixie Dust Kitchen and Forecast. It's a rainy day here in Miami. As you guys can see in the first part of the video, it is 82 degrees Fahrenheit. Very gloomy day, perfect day to make some pasta and meatballs with little garlic toast. This is a dish inspired by Lady Tramp. Okay, so we're gonna start by squeezing half of a lime into our defrosted ground beef. That's the first ingredient. We're gonna go ahead and add half of a teaspoon of garlic salt, 1 tablespoon of onion powder, 1 tablespoon of smoked paprika, half of a tablespoon of turmeric powder, 2.5 tablespoons of minced garlic, and then we have 1 tablespoon of soy sauce. This we're gonna add to our ground beef once we have the little meatballs already made. We're gonna add it while it's cooking, along with 1/3 cup of red wine. Okay, so we're gonna add half of a tablespoon of olive oil. We're gonna add that to our ground beef mix. Now we're gonna start mixing this until all the seasoning is well incorporated, well mixed, making sure that there's no lumps. And then we're gonna go ahead and start shaping these into little meatballs. Okay, so now that our ground beef is well mixed with all the spices, we're gonna start making this into little balls. I can just smell the great seasoning. This is how it should look. I don't want them to be too big, as I want them to cook really good. Okay, so we have our boiling water with I added a little bit of olive oil for the pasta doesn't stick, and half of a teaspoon of salt. So we're gonna add the pasta into our boiling water. And then we're gonna start cooking our meatballs. Okay, so now we're gonna start adding our meatballs into our hot skillet. Yeah. Okay, so our skillet is now hot. We're gonna put all our meatballs a little bit apart, about 1/2 inch apart, one from the other. Once the reddish color is gone is when we're gonna add our soy sauce, our red wine, and then we're gonna go ahead and add a little bit of hot water, because we're gonna do like a little sauce with it. So our meatballs have been flipped over. Now we're gonna go ahead and add the hot water, 1 cup, 1/3 cup of red wine, and half of a teaspoon of soy sauce. So the 1 cup of water, our 1/3 cup of red wine, and then we have half of a teaspoon of soy sauce. And now we're gonna reduce the heat to about medium heat, and we're gonna cook this covered for about 10 minutes. Okay, so our pasta has already been drained. I added 2 tablespoons of butter. Okay, we're gonna blend in well all this butter. This is not gonna have any red sauce, okay? And we still have our meatballs going over here It has about 5 minutes left, and then we're gonna serve it with garlic toast. So our pasta, meatballs, and garlic toast is finally done. Now we're gonna go ahead and try it. This is amazing. The best pasta and meatballs that I've ever had. This was inspired by Lady Tramp. Let's try the garlic toast. Amazing. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.